In this one, we're going to create the full round piece here, number N, letter N, which is a cylinder extruded. It's got windows in it, and it's got these slits in the side. So we'll start a new piece. It's going to start with a circle, 1.5 inch diameter, and it's going to be extruded to 2 inches. Then we will add a sketch on the top to create the cut on the sides. Cut on the sides is we're going to make a 16th inch by 16th inch. So we'll just do one up top here. And I'll use the line tool because I want to go all the way to the edge. And I'll make it a 16th inch here and a 16th inch wide here. Before I do the last line, I'm going to center this here. So I'm going to use the vertical alignment and get the center of that, and then the center point here. Oh, and this is where sometimes you have to use the other tool. So I'm actually going to use now the horizontal alignment and line that up. And I want to make sure that that line is attached to the circle. So I'm going to use a coincident to the circle there. And then I can put one more line here to attach it. Now I can do an extrusion of a cut, go all the way through. And I have the cut now on that side. We'll wait to make the other ones when we have the window so we can pattern the whole thing. Now the window, there's going to be 4 of these on the 4 sides. The window is going to be between those. And I need to have a plane that I can draw it on. So you can see here that I don't have a plane right now that I can draw on. So I need to create one. And I want it to be perpendicular here. So I'm actually going to change what I just said. We're actually going to pattern this so we can use that to make a plane. I'm going to go ahead and do a circular pattern with this cut, rotation axis, and make 4 of them. And the reason I just did that now is so that I can use the edges here to create a work plane. So underneath plane, I'm going to choose 2 coplanar edges, and then choose these 2 edges here. Notice how I'm choosing the same sort of relationship on those 2 slits, and that's going to create a plane across there at a 45 to the other planes that I have. And now I'm going to use this plane to create another plane. So using a plane, I'm going to do tangent to a surface parallel to a plane. This is the surface I want to be tangent to, and this is the plane that I want to be parallel to. Now I have another work plane here that I can make a sketch on. So start a sketch. Be careful about which plane you select. You want it to be this one out front. And now I can create my window. I'll start by making the 3 sides, and then adding some dimensions to them. Measuring the piece, it is 5/8 from the bottom. The tip is going to be about 11/16 from the top, 3/16 wide, and about 3/8 on the side. So dimensioning here, 5/8 here, 3/16 here, 3/8 here. And some of those might change. I want these 2 to be equal here, and I want this to be centered. So I find that middle dot there and the middle dot here. It's not letting me do that because I think I need to do a horizontal. Now it's centered. Now, like we've done with the other windows, I'm going to create arcs here for the top. I want it to be tangent right there, and one here as well. Tangent symbol appears. I want those 2 arcs to be equal to each other, and then I want to set my dimension to the top of being 11/16. At that point I can decide, I think the window is a little pointier than I want, so I'm going to change this from 3/8 to 7/16, and that looks better. Now I can finish that. Where with a flat piece I used an extrude to create the window. I want the window to wrap around the shape of the curve here, so I'm going to use instead the emboss tool. So I'm going to choose engrave from face and wrap to the face, choosing this face, and then the depth I'll set at 0.05, and it shows that arrow shows the direction that the emboss is going to go. It's going to go in. I press OK, creates my emboss. I don't need my work planes anymore, so I'm going to turn the visibility off of them. The second work plane is actually nested inside the work plane there. And now I can use one more circular pattern tool to pattern this all the way around 4 times. And that's the finished full round turret.